Everybody's been talking about this all week. The Liney and Reinbacher hit, right? So first of all, what did you guys think of the two hits? I think. Go. What did you think of the two hits? That's my first question.
I didn't see the Reinbacher hit. I saw the Liney hit.
Hmm.
That was Perret, right?
Yeah. Cedric Perret.
So the Reinbacher hit reminded me of the Doc hit last year, right off the boards. It was a clean hit. It was just he just fell into the boards the wrong way and landed bad and hurt himself, just like Kirby Dog did last year. So it was a very, very unfortunate hockey play. There was nothing wrong with that. The Liney play, which was they were on a power play after that hit. They were on a power play because I saw it online. I didn't have. Huh?
You didn't get a. He didn't get a penalty.
This happened within the first 5 minutes.
Jacky got the penalty. I didn't watch the game.
No. This happened within the first 5 minutes of the game. Reinbacher got hit right at the beginning of the game.
Oh, Reinbacher.
He got hit. He got hurt out of the game. Then, as soon as the play started, not too long after, Liney's coming in off the rush. He's cutting in from the rice cuts into the blue line, and he just gets hit. Now, this is an AHL player. He's probably never going to play in the NHL. Out of position and his leg out. Some people say it wasn't dirty, but come on, it was a knee to knee, and the way that knee hit, it was horrible. The worst, the ironic thing is that this week, the guy who you thought got the least hurt is out longer term, and Liney, who injury looked like horrible, he's going to be out for the season. He's only out 2, maybe 3 months.
What's they calling it on Reinbacher? It's what? It's the.
He got surgery. He got surgery the other day.
What's the surgery on?
On the knee, but as soon as surgery you're opening up, you rehabilitate. So it's at least 5-6 months. So he's probably out for the season. What's bad is that
what is it though?
A knee injury, but
the knee injury.
Probably an ACL or an MCL. We don't know, or whatever it is. But
not saying what it is. If he tore it or he's no.
I'm not saying what it is, but Liney could have opted for surgery too. But they said he didn't have to. But if he decided he wanted to anyways, he would have been out the same amount of time. So
I don't know.
Now, this is going into first question is Jackai's reaction on that hit. Did you agree with what he did or not? I had no problems with what he did. Yeah, to Perret. He didn't think ref didn't call up. He should have called a penalty because it was a need to hit. Okay? They should have called a penalty, at least a 2 minute. I think it was a major. He called no penalty at all.
I have no problem with Jacka, what he did afterwards, but the truth is that Anderson should have went in after that same play.
Yeah,
and Anderson was like, what are you doing? Are you okay, Liney? Instead, he should have went and smacked.
Which is what St. Louis said should be a pack mentality. You're on the ice.
Yeah.
Don't wait for Jacka because 5 minutes later to do something when
Anderson
whoever's on
was
the
a bit
ice
slow
should have
there.
been doing something.
It was a bit slow.
So he did what he did, and he didn't get suspended, right? But now the next game,
it's ugly,
the next game against Ottawa, Doc gets hit again. Montreal's pissed again.
Yeah.
So what does Jackai do? And Doc, I swear to God, he got hit right in the head.
Yeah. Is he get hurt? Is he out?
Oh, he got hurt. He went straight to the dressing room for the concussion protocol.
Yeah.
But he came back, right?
He came back. Yeah.
The thing is, while he was in the dressing room, Jackai took it upon himself. Of
course, man. Isn't he called a sheriff, man? Isn't he laying down the law? That's what his job is.
But he gave a nice hit too. But I don't think it was a body shot. High, it was into the head. But Stutzel's stick went up and he hit himself in the head with his stick. Okay, I think it was clean.
Good.
I don't think he's gonna. But now people are saying that it was dirty. No, but I don't think he should get suspended. But.
What's up with this hitting, like these headshots
lately,
preseason?
Yeah, it's crazy.
These headhunters all of a sudden.
It's not only Habs that got hurt.
Over there.
Other players got hurt too. There's other players really getting hurt in preseason.
Rempe, bro, you should see him. Like he's just skating and he's freaking elbows like this. The heck.
And these are AHL players?
Rempe is an NHLer. But
okay, I was thinking maybe it's because these young guys are trying to make it, right? So they're trying to make
Of
a
course, they have a little
trying to do a
chip on
splash,
their shoulder.
trying to peacock on the ice over here. So
Look, the veterans are not really trying because they're
For them.
yeah, and they don't want to get hurt.
Preseason is for the young guys. That's
Yeah,
what I think.
and these guys are trying to make a name for themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
So now, and all this mess this year in preseason. Now the NHL is like, let's cut the game of preseason and reduce them by another 2 games, and now they want to add 2 more games to the regular season.
84 games. Wow.
It's going to be in discussion now. They're taking a negative and they're trying to make money out of it now. Now, if you're adding 2 more gates of revenue in the season,
Say gates.
gates, yeah, a gate. You're adding another
Oh,
gate.
okay.
A gate
I
of
thought you were
revenue.
mispronouncing game. That's what I
Gates.
thought.
You're adding a revenue.
I
gate,
never
right?
heard that term.
2
Adding
more
gates. I
So,
never heard.
so each arena is making more.
Yeah, I get it,
Is
I get
getting
it.
another gate, right? In revenue. So it's more money. So now the NHLPA has to agree on it too. The players, right? So it's more money for the NHL. I don't know if it's gonna happen. It's 2 more games to reduce the
Yeah,
games.
because preseason games are not really that expensive, right? They're not season games. Sure, they still make money on the booze, though. I'm sure.
Anyways, I think it's all an overreaction, and I don't just I bet you anything. Nothing's come out yet, but I don't think Xhaka is gonna, unless they announced it, because I haven't checked. But I don't think he's gonna get
No,
suspended.
he's
for
not.
the-
Kings.
I had no problem with the retaliation on Paré,
Yeah.
and I had no problem with the hit because
Hit
Kirby
on
Dockett
Laney?
it was even more dirty. Okay,
The hit on Laney, you mean?
but the hit when he went after Paré,
okay.
Xhaka, and when he went to Struble, he didn't blindside him. He was in his line of thing. He hit him. He did the chicken wing at the end, but that was after the fact. The initial hit was high, but it was in his chest, and it was his stick that went up and caused all the damage. I'm sorry.
It's too bad for Montreal. I was interested to see what Liney was going to do and
Oh, he's
No,
gonna be
it'll
back.
be
With
mine.
impact was going to be.
Hopefully,
December.
we'll get to see him.
Cross our fingers that his decision was
Everyone.
good, and he
Yeah.
doesn't.
I'm worried about that.
Me too.
What was
He
his
did, he
decision?
did the bad call.
Oh, yeah, he took a second and third opinion, and they said he didn't need surgery and to rehabilitate it, so he should be back by 2 months.
So the opinion ended up on the 3rd, but it could have been the 5th or the 6th because I'm sure he's going to find a doctor to agree with, to okay, so he could play. To go to 3 doctors, and the 3rd doctor
Yeah.
says, yeah, you could do it.
No,
We have Dr. Ho.
No more opinion.
Eh?
No more opinions needed.
Oh, this is very good. Yeah, that's no problem.
the
Your
team
meal is
also
good.
said-
Don't worry about it.
What?
Just
team-
use
the
this
team
my
also-
new invention that I created.
the team also assessed the
That massage
consultations and
thing,
decided to
nowadays.
see what the
Yeah,
best
all of a sudden,
course of action
You're
was.
getting shock therapy, you know?
That's an interesting question. Let me ask this question. Could a team say no? Like, let's say a player goes to a doctor says you could still play, but could a team decide to still put him on LTR or something like that?
No, at the end of the day, it's the player's body. He can decide how he wants to go
He
about
wants to
the
play or
rehabil-
not. So if he wants to play,
No,
a
not
team
play.
can't say no, you can't.
How he
play.
wants to rehabilitate. He has options. The team and the doctors can suggest 2 options, and at the end of the day, it's the player's decision.
Okay, let's just. I was
His
just
body.
thinking if a team can put a player on LTR without
LTR.
their consent, could they? Could a team do that without the player's consent? Yeah,
Probably sure.
a player
Hurts.
doesn't have to agree to go to the LTR.
Hurt, he can't play.
Yeah,
They-
but he's like lying there. Yeah, I could play, and the team's like, I don't know. Could you put on like you don't understand my
No.
question is?
the team if he says he can play, the team is responsible to assess him and see if he's cleared to be playing. But if he can't be cleared,
Yeah.
Okay, if a doctor says he could, Lane says he wants to play, could a team still say no? We don't want you to play yet.
the only way the team will put him on the ice is if he gets clearance from his doctor and clearance from the team doctors.
Team's doctor. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Makes
Well, if he says he's okay, he's got to be assessed. So it's his, at the end of the day, these are your options. Get better. Once you're better, your choice how you want to get better. This is what we recommend. The team recommends something. But at the end of the day, once you're ready, we'll put you in, but we have to be okay with putting you in. If not, it's just like saying if you're healthy and you're healthy, and I can decide who I want to play. I need you're a fast skater. You're a good shooter. Who do I need tonight? you both want to play, but at the end of the day, it's my team, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with that. If you want to be in, I have to make sure you're healthy.
Yeah, of course.
It's your responsibility to be healthy. You can go about it how you want.
Yeah, I was
It's
just
a team.
asking if teams want to play like dirty trade. Let's just say it was like mid-season, he got hurt, but they're playing. Let's keep him for the playoffs because now that's the
A lot of
loophole,
players
right?
do that. Yeah.
Take that load off the thing, get another player that's good that will take him to the playoffs, and then Lane comes in for the playoff. Like
They could.
'Cause they've been
People
doing that
haven't- they
recently.
haven't
That.
had-
Yeah.
Well, that's what-
Kucherov, and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because Kucherov is the most apparent, but teams have done that always.
It's always been like a little trick.
When the opportunity arises.
That is a good like, and that having like one of your
It's a
best
loophole.
players
It's a loophole.
relax a bit for the playoffs, and
Pretty
then
good.
it opens it up for
When the
it's-
CBA
Mark
comes
Stone,
around
right?
again,
and your position
Mark
is in a
Stone.
good.
when the CBA comes around again, I'm pretty sure they're gonna find something to eliminate that loophole.
It's important to do that because it's
'Cause you,
not fair.
just like that, you can take 10 million off the cap. Let's say it's a high-paying,
Yeah.
high-paid player.
Dude,
Get 10 million on the cap, get players, and then you have your best player on the playoffs.
Vegas, man, they were stacked. I don't know who else did it, but man, it was like, what the heck? These guys should win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
It was like, wow.
Good.
He did.
Yeah, no, but the year after, like
Who was the player that?
Mark Stone was injured the long term, and then all of a sudden he showed
they
up
did the
the
same
first
thing the
game
year
of
after.
playoffs, and of course,
Yeah, super fresh.
There he is.
oh,
I'm ready
like
now,
day
guys.
one.
I'm ready to play, and then they had.
But it
I don't
wasn't
know who
else.
else.
What they did. It was part of the rules.
I
Yeah.
understand. I
Yeah,
understand.
We, I'm not saying it's illegal, but it's it's a bit
Yeah,
it's a
dirty.
loophole.
It's a loophole.
You're taking advantage.
It's a loophole.
system.
Yeah.
They
You're
pulled the
taking
trump.
advantage of a loophole in the
Yeah.
system. Basically, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You found the loophole, and you're legally doing. You're taking advantage of this.
That's how the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor.
Even both teams won the. No, they didn't win the Stanley Cup,
Who?
and that happened to Vegas that year. When they did that,
Mark Stone, I don't know if he
so
was.
they did that, and then Tampa won the.
Tampa was before.
Yeah, but they won the Stanley Cup when that happened. So look at that. It's a proven
yeah, it was a
strategy.
loophole. Yeah, Kucherov. Yeah, yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy when he came back.
Like imagine planning like maybe not Crosby, but let's just say McDavid. Team is good. They're like guaranteeing the playoffs. Fake an injury.
No, you can't. You can't.
Why?
Because you have to, you can only you have to put
Doctors
somebody on
have assessed
LTIR.
it.
You have
Okay,
to
but
have
a
the proof.
concussion is a concussion is very like subjective, right? You're like broken bone. But if it's something like a sprain or something, you could say
No, they can't lie
Prolong
about
your
that.
pain.
Guy was legitimately hurt. They just prolonged his return.
okay. So you have a doctor that works for the team, and you can pretty much pick any doctor you want. Pick 5 doctors until you find one that says no, you can't play. The team doctor is gonna say whatever the team wants to say, and you could do that.
Dr. Ho, man, just ask Dr. Ho.
How many times when players are injured, you don't know what the injury is because they apparently they don't have
They don't
to
say it
it.
because they don't wanna. They don't wanna give away
You don't have
what the
to
player
say it.
had for
So
when
you
he
can,
comes back, right?
You can pull this trick. You can plan it and fake this. You can actually fake it if you want. McDavid can go out 3 months before the playoffs, relax.
Go to Florida.
Exactly.
Chill out. But Kucherov, it was his back. What was this that he was hurting?
I don't remember.
Tailbone. I don't know what the heck.
Pinky. He broke his pinky.
His little nail.
Anyways, that's what I had to say about that.
Nice.